May 21st, and I'm interviewing Mrs. Chavez for the time capsule. What is your name?
My name is Lorna Chavez.
What's your middle name?
No, you're not getting my middle name.
Are you serious? We have to ask everybody what their middle name is.
That's top secret.
No, I think you told us one time.
Question number 2.
Lorna. Oh, I can't believe you're not going to tell us. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. How old are you?
I am 29 and holding. Also known as 51.
Okay, what is your favorite food?
Probably enchiladas or pizza.
What's your favorite topping on pizza?
Bacon.
Bacon. Okay, what do you like to do in your free time?
In my free time, I like to scrapbook and read and relax.
What do you like reading? Do you like reading novels or like
I like
Christianity?
I like to read fiction. I like historical fiction, but I also like things to help me develop as a Christian.
What's your favorite subject? Okay, well, this one's kind of for a student. So what was your favorite subject when you were in high school?
Probably social studies or Spanish.
What's your favorite subject to teach now?
Probably Spanish or English.
Which is the two that you teach.
Which are the two I teach.
Okay, what did you want to be when you were in high school? Or actually in elementary?
I always wanted to be a teacher.
Wow, what do you want to be now?
Retired. And by the time you see this video, I probably will be.
Okay, what have you learned about God this year at Agape?
I've learned that God provides even when we don't think it's possible.
What is your favorite book of the Bible?
I don't know. They're all so. I like Esther. I like the Psalms.
Yeah, I like Esther too.
I like them all, except Numbers and Leviticus.
Yeah, I haven't even read through those at all. Okay, what is the best thing that happened to you this year?
The best thing. I don't know. Well, the trip to El Salvador for the first time was a really neat experience, and so that was always neat to get to know my students better.
Oh, that was a great answer. Woo! What was the worst thing that happened to you this year? Getting to know your students better?
Getting to know my students in El Salvador. Walking the steps in El Salvador.
Oh my word, yeah. That's probably what Mrs. Gibbons is going to say. What is one prediction you have about the next 12 years? Like you'll think this will happen in the next 12 years before we dig this up?
I think technology will continue to increase, and you may find it difficult to find something to read this disc on. But I think too that I hope that we'll see a revival in our country.
That's very uplifting because a lot of people, when they asked me this question, they were like, the world is going to be enveloped in war. So that was very nice. What is one thing that you personally would like to do in the next 12 years before we dig up the time capsule besides retire?
Travel the world.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. Where do you want to go?
Anywhere, everywhere.
That's awesome.
If I were independently wealthy, I would do that.
So,
But,
is there anything you want to tell the people in the future?
what do I want to tell the people in the future? Keep on dreaming your dreams. Don't let anything stop you. And if you allow the Lord to lead and direct you, He has wonderful plans that we can't even conceive of. So keep on keeping on.
Sweet. And I think we're done. Turn it off.
Take out the picture.
Heart. All right. Today is May 21st, 2013, and I am here with one of the kindergarten students. So what is your full name? Your first name, middle name, last name?
Haley.
What's your middle name, Haley? Do you have a middle name? What is it?
Ann.
And what's your last name?
Rosenberger.
Haley Ann Rosenberg. That's a pretty name. I like that. So how old are you, Haley?
5.
5. When's your birthday?
July 25th.
All right. That's coming up soon. Haley, what's your favorite food?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Really? Yum. What kind of jelly do you like best? I like strawberry.
I like every time.
Every kind? Nice, nice. I love peanut butter. It's one of my favorites too. And what is your favorite thing to do, like when you get to play? What do you like to play the most?
With my ballerina doll.
Really? Ooh, that sounds like fun. Do you dance ballerina? You do?
Yeah, there's a button on it and it makes her to talk.
Nice. That sounds like fun. What is your favorite thing to learn in school?
I don't know.
You don't know. My favorite is science. Do you like science or math or history? Any of those?
I like science.
You do? Nice. Yeah, that's my favorite. That's what I like the most. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A nurse.
A nurse? Excellent. We need a lot of nurses. That's what we need. And what is one thing that you've learned about God this year at Agape? One pretty big thing you learned about God.
A missionary.
Yeah, you learned about missionaries? That's great. Do you think you might want to be a missionary sometime? You don't know? It's pretty fun. I got to go to El Salvador for a little while. It's pretty fun. I really like it. What is your favorite story in the Bible?
All of them.
All of them? Good. Yeah. It's pretty fun to learn about that kind of stuff, isn't it? It's amazing. Yeah. What is the best thing that happened to you this year?
I played outside.
Excellent. That's fun. And what is the worst thing that happened to you this year? Nothing bad happened? Excellent. Perfect. So what is one thing that you think is going to happen in the next 12 years before we go and dig this up? What's one thing you think is going to happen? So you'll be 17. Oh my goodness, that's as old as me. I'm 17. That's how old you'll be. Do you think anything super exciting will happen before then? Dig it up. Do you think maybe you'll get your driver's license and be able to drive? Maybe? Maybe. That could be cool. Do you think maybe you'll go on a super awesome adventure and climb a mountain and swim in the ocean and climb a volcano?
I've been swimming at the beach.
At the beach? Ooh, that's so much fun. I like that a lot, yeah. So my last question, what is one thing that you really want to do before we go and dig this up again? So before you're 17, in 12 years, what's one thing that you really want to do before we go and dig this up?
I don't know.
Have you ever flown in an airplane?
I was playing toys.
Oh, all right. So playing the toy.
When we were in the airplane, Mama and Daddy play. It's golf.
Oh, cool. Do you like to play normal golf, like in the outside?
I don't play golf.
I don't either.
They lost some of the balls.
Oh man, that's a bummer. Well, I think that's all we have for you. Thanks for doing this. call you.
My
Ash,
mom and
mine.
dad call me Zach.
Serious? Call you Zach
They-
Attack?
They call you what?
Zach Attack.
Zach
Zach
Attack.
Attack. My name is Zach. I don't want people to call me Zach Attack. It's pretty sweet.
What's
Yeah.
Zoom?
Huh?
Zoom too.
Zoom?
I had a hat like that,
Nice.
but it wasn't fitting.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
It is the word.
Okay. Is it on?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. All right, so what is your full name? Like your first, middle, and last name?
Zachary Phillips. Zachary Matthew Phillips.
It's a real nice name. How old are you, Zach?
6.
6? Wow, when's your birthday?
December, I think 18.
Oh, so it's really close to Christmas, then you get like double the presents?
Yeah.
Nice. What is your favorite food?
Shrimp.
Shrimp?
The crab legs.
Yeah, I really like seafood too.
Crayfish, my favorite.
Crayfish? You eat crayfish? Ew. Ugh.
They're good.
I don't know if I
They
eat
taste
that.
like shrimp.
Yeah, probably, but
I
that's awesome.
got them out of Hawaii from campground.
You just ate them? Do you boil them first and stuff?
Then I have to boil
Okay,
them.
good. I was gonna say, don't eat them
Then
raw.
you have to take the shell off.
Yeah, that makes sense. Nice. So what do you like to do in the free time when you're at home, you don't have any homework or anything to do?
Quite a bit.
Play with your brother? That's cool.
And go trampoline. Save your trampoline.
Yeah, I really like trampolines too. They're fun. Yeah. What is your favorite subject in school, or what do you like to do best in school?
Science.
Science? Yeah, science is really cool. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Electrician.
Electrician? Is that what your dad is? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. What have you learned about God this year at Agape? Miracles he did. He walked on water. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I'd love to walk on water, but I can't, you know. Only super cool people can do that. What is your favorite book of the Bible?
Probably 214.
Luke 14. Yeah, Luke's a good book. So what is the best thing that happened to you this year? Some virtual parties that were really fun, like that too. Birthday parties. Amazing. What kind of things do you make? Robots? Wow, that's really cool.
I made a remote control one for school for sure.
Really? That's awesome. I couldn't even do that, and I'm a lot older than you. That's really good. What's the worst thing that happened to you this year?
I don't know that.
It's a good thing then. Nothing bad happened to you? That's good. So what is one thing that you think will happen in the next 12 years before we dig up the time capsule? Maybe you'll get taller. Maybe grow a mustache, a little beard. Yeah, maybe. Get a motorcycle.
I already have a dirt bike.
You have a dirt bike?
Yeah, but it's my brother's.
Well, that's cool. That you probably still get to drive, right? That's awesome. My brother used to
I
have
have two four-wheelers. That's my brother's, one's mine. One go-kart, one golf cart. A homemade gator, like the other one.
That's awesome. So you always have stuff to drive around.
And a dirt bike.
Nice. That's really cool.
And 4 snowmobiles.
4 snowmobiles? That's pretty cool. What is one thing that you would like to do before we dig up the time capsule? Get $1,000? That's a really good goal. Yeah. Well, I think that's all the questions we have for you. Okay, so today is May 21st, and we are finishing up our interviews for the time capsule. So what is your name?
My name is Susan Gifford.
And what do you do here at Capsule?
They call me president, that's my title here, and I'm responsible for the school, and I day-to-day run the Burton campus.
Good. I got to ask Mr. Gifford this one too. How old are you?
I am 53 now, but I won't be when we take this out of the time capsule.
And when's your birthday?
My birthday is December 8th.
Cool. What is your favorite food?
Spaghetti. Any pasta product, really. Yes, I'm Italian.
Do you like the big meatballs or do you like the meat ground up?
I like my spaghetti without meatballs.
Really?
Yes, I like the sausage.
Oh, that would be so good. Oh my word.
My mom's sausage and pepper recipe.
That sounds awesome. Now I'm hungry. Great. Okay, I'm hungry. Anyway, what do you like to do in free time?
Well, my free time, I spend time with my daughter Emily, doing fun things. Most of my free time comes in the summer, since I spend a lot of time here during the school year. So what we do in the summer is I tell Emily we're going to have fun Fridays. So even if we have to work at the school during the summer or do other things like PBS, I'll say, okay, pick your fun Fridays, and she gets to pick what she wants to do, and then that's a fun Friday for us.
Cool. Do you do it once a week, like every Friday? Or?
We try to do it as many Fridays as we can during the summer.
That's cool. Like, do you guys go shopping? Like, go to the beach? Or?
Well, it all depends. We'll go to a movie. That could be a fun Friday. We could go get ice cream in Falls and walk around Falls. That's a fun Friday. Aurora Farms, a little bit of shopping is always a fun Friday. Breakfast is a fun Friday.
That's a really good idea. Is it just you two, or is it Mr. Gifford too?
Usually it's a girl thing.
Okay.
Because we do lots of fun things with Mr. Gifford too. We go up to Chautauqua and we spend time there. But the fun Fridays are really a girl fun Friday.
That's cool. Sounds fun. So when you were younger, what was your favorite subject in school?
I loved reading, so I loved English, and I used to go to the library in the summer. And I had a goal one summer, and it was to read every book in the library. But, you know,
Then.
I couldn't really do that. So that tells you how much I love books. I liked English.
So when you were younger, like elementary or even high school age, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a writer, and I wanted to be a college professor. And I thought I could do both those things. I could be a professor of English, and then I could write books. So I wound up going to college for journalism.
Have you ever written like a book or like articles in the newspaper?
By the time this comes out of the time capsule, I'm hoping yes. When I was in college, I wrote and got published, but it was in our college yearbook. I was the editor of our college yearbook. So I did have things published, but not in more widely distributed magazines or newspapers.
Where'd you go to school? Where'd you go to college?
I went to Bowling Green, got my undergraduate degree.
So what is one thing that you learned about God this year?
That He will equip you when He calls you. And I knew that, but to know it and to believe it are always two different things. And He called me to do some things this year that I thought were beyond what I could do, and they were, but He equipped me for what He called me to do.
Oh, no, sorry. What's your favorite book of the Bible?
Esther.
Esther.
Yeah, it's an amazing one book.
Yeah. It's not written in history, but like something like that.
I love it because she felt very ill-equipped to do what God called her to do. But He called her for such a time as this. And I think for all of us, there is one of those such a time as this. It just looks different for each of us.
So what is the best thing that happened to you this year?
It's a tie. We were just talking about this at home. Going to El Salvador with the three of you was definitely one of the best things, and I just really felt at home there. I feel like now it's home away from home. I've been in other homes. So that, and our spring banquet, our speaker, Dr. McElroy Delmick, spending time with him, just a man who knows God's Word so well. I mean, one of the best Bible professors in the world. And got to hear him speak at the banquet, and then my family got to go to WCRF and sit there while he did his open line live from Cleveland, and got to take him to the airport. So for me, that was just like I was on a spiritual high. And just listening to him talk, and it was amazing. It was an amazing experience.
Yeah. So on the opposite end of the spectrum, what was the worst thing that happened to you this year?
Well, that's really hard. There aren't a lot of worse things. The worst thing that happened to me this year. I think for me, worse things or bad things are always, the disappointments. And not one in particular that comes to mind, but it happens from time to time where I'm disappointed because of a decision a student makes. I'm disappointed because of a decision a parent makes. And the disappointment comes not so much from me being disappointed in how it affects me, but being disappointed as how I see it's going to impact them.
What is one prediction that you think will happen in the next 12 years before we dig up the time capsule?
Whoa. Prediction that I think will happen. Well, can I hope that Christ comes back before we dig up? I can't predict it because no one knows.
That's what Mr. Gifford said. That's exactly what you said.
That's why we're married. My prediction, my prediction is that this school will be exactly what God wants it to be. And I don't know what that's going to look like, but that's what it's going to be.
That's basically what I said too. Okay, what is one thing that you personally would like to do in the next 12 years before we get this up?
Write a book. I've been spinning around like that for quite a while, and God keeps exposing me to things that I know I have the ability to share with others, and He's given me some talent to do that, and I think He's also going to give me at some point the time to do it too.
So this book, do you want it to be like a devotional or like your story or?
I want it to be a book about faith, and really an action book about faith, 5 steps of faith. Just walking through the first 5 years of the school and how each year we learn something different about faith and how you got to step out. God calls us to do things with our faith and showing how He worked every time we took a step. But we needed to take the step, and then He met us there.
It'll be a really good book. I'll definitely
Thanks. Can I tell the publishers?
You have 3 people already?
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, I think that's it. Well, what is one thing that you would like to tell the people that are going to be watching this in 12 years?
I think what I'd like to tell you is that the school was a step of faith, but not just for me and my husband and my daughter, but for the 8 families who brought their students here for that very first year. We had 10 students from 8 families, and every one of them had to step out in faith in order for the school to even start. So I guess what I'd like to tell people is don't be afraid to step out in faith. Trust God. It may not turn out the way you thought, but it's most certainly going to turn out the way God thought if you just take that step.
Thank you.
Yes.
And if you buy a book, I'll sign it.
Yeah. Okay, can you say a few words?
Just
to
talk
see
a
if
little
we
bit,
can-
that way we can see
Yeah.
if we can hear you all right. You two in the back.
Well, this is our kindergarten class, and we are glad to be here.
Okay, so today is May 21st, 2013. What is your name?
My name is Mrs. Phillips, Anne Marie Phillips.
How old are you?
Mrs. Phillips is 44. I had to think about it.
What is your favorite food?
Oh, I like lots of foods. I think chocolate, if that can be considered food, is probably my
Yeah,
favorite.
can. That's my favorite food.
Okay, it's chocolate.
That's my mom's favorite food. My favorite food.
What do you like to do in your free time?
In my free time, I love to work in my garden. It's
Oh,
my favorite thing to do.
like, do you plant just vegetables or flowers?
Mostly flowers. We do a few vegetables, but mostly flowers.
Yeah, cool. My mom really likes to do that too. What is your favorite subject to teach in school?
My favorite subject to teach is writing. I love to teach writing, and I love to watch how they just try to figure out how to spell words and what comes out of their little brains.
Yeah, that would be interesting. When you were smaller, or like younger like them, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a teacher, always,
Teacher?
way back, all the way to kindergarten. I remember wanting to be a teacher.
Really? Wow, that's
Always.
cool.
I had my own little classroom in my basement,
Oh, that's really cool.
and I was the smallest one. You're right. In my class.
What is one thing that you've learned about God this year?
I learned just how amazing He is and how He is always, always with us and will help us no matter what we're doing. I guess that's more than one, but
Yeah. What is your favorite book of the Bible?
favorite book of the Bible, I would have to say is probably Matthew, because one of my favorite verses is in there. I haven't memorized it, but it is about the lilies and how they trust.
Okay, yeah, that's a good book for the Bible. What is the best thing that happened to you this year?
The best thing that happened to me is I got to meet 12 cute little boys and girls.
Call you cute?
11, you're right, I can't count. There's 12 of us.
Yeah, counting her, there's 12.
Right, you're right, there's only 11 of us, isn't there?
What is the worst thing that happened to you this year?
What is the worst thing that happened to me this year? No, is there anything really bad that happened?
I didn't know either. Me?
I don't know. It's just been a really good year. I don't remember anything bad happening this year. Oh, the worst.
It's really good.
Go to the winter. Did you have a tornado?
No, we haven't had a tornado. I don't know of anything that's really bad that has happened this year.
Did any of them pinch you?
Oh, somebody stepped on my foot the other day. And that hurt.
On her foot? Wow.
Zach? Haley, Josh? Mr. Green
No.
Mr. Green shirt? Mr. Yellow shirt?
Okay.
All right, listen, we got more questions.
Okay. So, what is one prediction that you
Zach.
think will happen in the
Mr.
next 12 years before we dig up the time capsule?
One prediction in the next 12 years. Well, I predict that they will all get taller. I believe that the school is going to be big. So when they're graduating, we're going to be very large. We're going to be out of these buildings and into something bigger. And I believe that this DVD we're listening to or recording on right now may not have something to play on.
I know that's what we were worried about, but we still have VHS. at our
Right,
school.
so, yeah, but it'll be hard to find.
Okay, and what is one thing that you'd like to do in the next 12 years? Like you personally would like to do?
One thing that I would like to do in the next 12 years. One thing I want to do. I don't know. That's a tough one. I would like to continue teaching. I know that. Maybe teach a couple other grades. And I don't know.
All right, and would you like to say anything to yourself or people when we watch this video then? Is there anything you'd like to say to this?
You know what? What if we all just kind of waved Elijah very nicely, maybe just wave and say, Hi, seniors, because you'll be seniors when you see this. Hi, seniors.